Inside Tennis with the Cause is brought to you by Lakewood National. Lakewood National. Golf, tennis, spa, home.
Hi, tennis fans. The Cause here with you for another half hour inside the world of tennis. Stay tuned. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
Lakewood National Golf Club is the area's newest luxury community. This gated 900-acre wooded enclave features 36 holes of Arnold Palmer-designed golf, 8 Hartrue lighted tennis courts, a practice court with a self-returning ball machine, dedicated pickleball courts, and 2 Hartrue bocce ball courts, as well as state-of-the-art fitness center, a luxurious Utopia spa, grand clubhouse, resort-style swimming pool, and homes for every style of living. Built by Lennar, America's leading developer of quality luxury communities. Stop by today for a tour at 17605 Lakewood National Parkway off of State Road 70. Or log on to lakewoodnationalgc.com to learn more about the resort quality lifestyle that awaits you at Lakewood National Golf Club.
Hi, I'm Mary Pierce, and you're Inside Tennis with the Cause.
Hi, tennis fans. Terrific as always to be with you. Busy times on the Sun Coast and within the Sunshine State and around the country. It was a delightful experience covering the induction of Mary Pierce at the International Tennis Hall of Fame in Newport, Rhode Island, and its ATP professional grass court events. Congratulations to Ava Krug, winning another International Tennis Federation doubles title, this time in Jamaica, where her brothers, Jake and Connor, also won the boys' doubles crown. It is so great to have Connor back on the court in action after a long healing back injury. Hats off to Micah Braswell, capturing the ITF Vancouver, Canada, boys' singles title. So what's new on the show today? Well, we have another great one for you. You will share the honor of my college tennis team being inducted into the East Stroudsburg University Athletic Hall of Fame, and you will partake of the excitement of the World Team Tennis match between the San Diego Aviators and the Orlando Storm. You will participate in the excitement of the Lakewood National Tennis Giveaway drawing. We will keep you tennis educated with our Lakewood National Tennis Tips with Nate Griffin. So let's get it launched with the World Team Tennis action from the USTA National Campus in Lake Nona.
It's great to be here at the USTA National Campus. Great to have this backup facility indoors. It's set up by the team. It looks great, and a great match going on behind us between the Aviators and the Storm here in Orlando.
Absolutely. How much fun is it for everyone in the organization, starting at Billie Jean King and coming down to you next, to provide family tennis entertainment?
Well, I think it's family tennis entertainment, but it's great competitive tennis. It's, some of the best players. Got, Madison Keys just came off the court here. Ryan Harrison's on the court. We got Feliciano Lopez over there on the bench. He just won Queen's Club. He won with Andy Murray. I mean, it's fun, but trust me, it is world-class tennis and guys on a team and gals on a team playing world-class tennis together. And that's what I think makes World Team Tennis so great. And for many of these pros that are running around the world earning a living, it's great. They get to come into our fabulous league, compete for the King Trophy, have a great time, and show the world what great players they are. Also in singles, doubles, and mixed, which is unusual, as you know.
John, your career has had it all, from ATP Champions Tour champion on the Seniors, Davis Cup, BBC commentator, and World Team Tennis. So what has this done to round out your tennis career?
Well, I've been doing it for a while now,
I know that.
and I have to be honest, I look forward to these 3 weeks more than anything else. I mean, I know people say, yeah, but you go to Wimbledon. Yeah, I do, and I'm very lucky to go there. But gives me a chance to be involved in the coaching aspect, which I don't really do much anymore of, and to be around a good group of players. And, be in San Diego, how bad can it be?
Not bad at all.
I watch tennis like this, and I get to be a part of it in some small way, so I love it.
What kind of bonding takes place when they're going 24/7 for 19 days straight?
Well, you've got to make sure that your blend in your team is the right one, and I'm very, when I pick players, I make sure that I know a lot about them. I do my research, and make sure that they're players that are going to have fun on the road, and bond. If you get someone who's a prima donna, it doesn't work, because this team tennis circuit goes quick. But I mean, it's travel days one after the other, and if you've got someone in the team who's a pain, then it becomes a pain. And so we make sure we pick, a good team, good players, but also fun players and people that like to good team members, and we've done so this year.
I've been enjoying it this season. We've had a great team chemistry, and I'm having a lot of fun out there, and we've been to some really great cities, so I'm enjoying it.
Brian Harrison, it's good to see you back in action. Unfortunately, many of us were saddened that you weren't able to play Wimbledon. You're recovering, but how nice is it to have a venue like this to allow you to work yourself back into it? And boy, you were.
Yeah, it's a great format for me, especially coming back from injury, to get some competitive matches in and, just kind of test out the elbow, see how I was feeling out there. It's been feeling good, so I feel like I'm on the recovery road and things are looking up, so I'm excited for the summer.
Yeah, it was tough the last couple of nights. We played 2 matches here, then we flew to Springfield, had to play last night. We got there like 2:30 and played at 6 o'clock, which was tough, and then we left this morning, didn't get here till 4 o'clock. We had a delay in Houston, so it's tough. I mean, everyone looked a little bit tired. You try to do your best you can, but it's tough traveling and playing the same day.
It's tough, but it's definitely fun, and I learn a lot from just the others on my team, being with them for 3 weeks, so it's a lot of fun, and even though it's a lot of travel and no sleep, I enjoy it.
Many want to know if playing no-ad, if playing short sets makes you focus, and this is a great way to mentally get you tough for regular tour play, mentally.
Yeah, it's different. It's tough to get used to, but it definitely helps you get a better start than you usually would in a normal match, so yeah, I would say it helps.
It's a lot of fun. It's definitely tiring. There's a lot of up and down. There's a lot of travel, but overall, I mean, team tennis is fun. I played 4 years in college. Like you said, can't get away from it, so I'm enjoying this process, and the 3 weeks are going to be awesome.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, it's something that I've always enjoyed doing from a young age, playing club tennis all the way through to college tennis, and now obviously playing here. It's awesome. I mean, obviously we had a great crowd tonight. Great team spirit. We always embrace the idea of playing in a team environment, and I think generally it brings the best out of me, but maybe not today.
How tough was it on hold, seeing where you were going to play? The weather was a factor. You had lightning out there. Skies were okay, but you had to go inside. How much of a transition was that this evening?
Yeah, I mean, the idea of playing inside today with a bit of air conditioning actually wasn't a bad idea. The difficult thing was playing away at Springfield yesterday, which was a bit of altitude, to fly early morning today with a 4-hour delay, getting here at 4 p.m. And this is the first chance we've really got to hit on the court 15-20 minutes before the match. So it wasn't ideal. I think it sort of showed in our play. It was, it only takes 5% to be off, and then all of a sudden the opposing team can run away with it.
Mike, military nights here with the Orlando Storm, WTT Tennis. How big of a thing is this for everyone that played a major part in keeping us safe? And here you are being honored this evening with great tennis players.
Well, this is obviously a fantastic night. The format for the World Team Tennis is just super exciting. I feel really honored to be here, first of all, to have the opportunity to watch such high caliber tennis with these professionals out here.
We come out there, have a clinic here on Monday nights for the veterans, and I started getting involved with USTA through that.
Some of them are wheelchair players, some of them are missing limbs, and And but we all, the USTA has a way of neutralizing the playing field, so we all get to play and enjoy it, and have fun, and participate in the camaraderie.
Hi there, Nate Griffin here at Lakewood Ranch Club in Lakewood Ranch, Florida, Director of Racquet Sports. I have an interesting tip for you today, and it involves staying cool. We're in South Florida, of course, where it's very hot, 90 degrees plus in the summer. So we have an excellent way for you to continue your tennis training in the swimming pool. And you can use your tennis racket. You can go inside the pool, submerge your tennis racket down, work on your low to high strokes, both on the forehand and the backhand, and get some resistance. But it's going to be very easy on your body, and I think you're going to enjoy this one. Give it a check.
I'm Whitney Osigwe, and you're Inside Tennis with the Cause.
Tennis fans, thanks for staying with us. Hope that you enjoy the remainder of the show with our East Stroudsburg University Tennis Hall of Fame induction. And then you will visit the Newport, Rhode Island Tennis Hall of Fame weekend activities. Gary, historic times today. Historic times 50 years ago with the East Stroudsburg team and Dr. Charles Wolbers. How cool is that?
Yeah, it's very cool. A great sense of history of this institution. This is our 126th year, and every year it seems there have been milestones in the world of athletics. So another one here today. Yes.
The beauty of the Poconos lives forever.
Yeah, it's great. This is a fabulous location. We do several events here as a university. We're honoring 10 individuals and 2 teams, the football team, the tennis team, and 10 other individuals across 11 sports.
Neil Curtis, you played National Junior Davis Cup. You played some of the greatest junior players in the game.
Right.
You played one here at Stroudsburg. So you know high-end tennis. Looking back, how high-end of a program was run at East Stroudsburg by Dr. Charles Wolbers?
Right, and I don't think we realized it at the time, Dave. I mean, what he was able to accomplish at a small school like East Stroudsburg State, which it was East Stroudsburg State at that point. As we had talked about on the phone just a little while ago, we played on our southern tour Clemson, North Carolina State, Duke, the Citadel.
Davidson, big time.
That's right, yeah. Wake Forest was another team we played. We actually held our own.
Doc was on the cutting edge.
Yeah.
He was very innovative.
Yeah.
And he put together the drills for skills. Neil Curtis, tell us about that and what you liked about them.
Well, we thought it was kind of funny at that point. You know, what the heck is drills for skills? But, you know, here we were going through a lot of footwork drills, a lot of stroke development drills, getting in shape drills, really making sure that we have our stamina. And, of course, we didn't like it particularly, but that's pretty much what's happened nowadays is you don't just go out in the tennis court and just hit tennis balls. You're out there working. You're out there working on your footwork. And, of course, then we'd come back and you and I would play probably after practice, come back in at night after dinner.
Probably.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah, we did. And he would be sitting up there in the chair and watching us. So, yeah, he was way ahead of his time. Not given enough credit, I don't think.
Townsend Gilbert, you came to East Stroudsburg as a soccer player.
Yes.
It didn't stop there.
No.
You had 3 other sports that you were a varsity letter winner, and then tennis kind of caught your eye. You got turned on about something.
Well, it was Dr. Wolbers, but all the other players, everybody was there because of the love of the game. It was a team, and what we accomplished as a team. Everybody had to contribute hard as much as they possibly could. It was awesome.
Doc, as we called him, was certainly innovative. He came up with these drills for skills. Your take on those, Townsend?
Oh, they were wonderful. Especially the one that I loved is when we were right up close to the net. We were 3 feet from the net, and we had to volley back and forth.
Rapid fire like?
Yes. And if the ball got up high where you could nail your opponent on the other side of the net, you did. I went home several times with many bruises on me.
The Guinness Book of Records. My friend on the left here, Townsend Gilbert, played 100 straight hours in a a fundraiser, and it broke the record.
It did. The record before that was 88, and we decided we would go to 100 because it was easy to pledge.
Good year for this guy. You became an All-American.
Yes, and then I went on and played in the university division. I lost to Bob Lutz, but it was on clay. I had never played on clay that day.
He had stronger legs than you.
I don't know. He's what I call too many twos. He was too good, too quick, and too fantastic.
All right, all you New England tennis fans, it's time we got this guy into the Hall of Fame. Nice to have behind your name, Hall of Famer. Congratulations, Townsend.
Thanks. And you too, David. You were a big part of that team. We all were. We all contributed.
I made everybody laugh once in a while.
All the time.
George, without doubt, unequivocally, there were history moments being made when your dad took over this team at East Stroudsburg.
His philosophy of putting the group ahead of oneself flowed right through to our family. And when this team, which was so special, and it's such an honor to be part of this opportunity to say hello to these people again and honor them, I think the most important thing to him was the care that he had for his players and the care that he wanted them to have for each other. The 2,500 miles that you guys spent in a 9-passenger station wagon bonded you in a way like no other.
Well, I will tell you, how does a nationally recognized football coach of almost a half of a century here, Denny, make an old tennis player feel good? He recognizes him and calls him by name. How nice of you, and how'd you ever remember that? That must have caused a lot of trouble here.
Well, one of the things, you remember guys that came here and got a great education and played in an athletic program. And they played for the pure joy of playing. They played on the greatest tennis team that ever existed in the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference.
Denny, if you have one more moment, I want you to share how much passion was in you the very first game that you coached here at East Stroudsburg and the very last game here at East Stroudsburg University.
It was exactly the same. And when you make your mind up in 8th grade that you want to coach and be a head football coach, and you got to do that, that was excitement every day. And that was a blessing every day.
Well, we can quickly agree on this. This guy is in the same Hall of Fame for passion as Bear Bryant, Woody Hayes, and Denny, here you are with them.
Appreciate that very much. Did my wife write that for you?
So we're really celebrating the history of our sport 365 days a year with digital content and with actually a digitized museum collection. But at the same time, this is a massive focus of our year. These 8 days are a festival of tennis and just a really fun celebration of the great sport that we represent.
This year, with all three of them, they all brought special gifts to that ceremony last night.
So I think with Yevgeny, it's gratitude. His resume is just so impressive, and to wait as long as he did and to be welcomed into the Hall of Fame, I think sends him away from Newport even more grateful than before. With Mary, it's obviously perseverance and the challenges that she experienced throughout her life, but also overcoming those adversities and being all the better for it. And with Li Na, I think journey. Not only is it a long journey from Wuhan, China here, but for her to grow up in China 30 some years ago and to achieve what she did is a journey that very few people in their lives will ever be able to experience.
I mean, this is the big inspiration for my whole tennis career. I'm so happy I can be in the same room with so many like tennis legends. Yeah.
I was speechless when I received the phone call from Stan Smith last November. He says, "Yevgeny, you've been inducted in the Hall of Fame." I said, "Stan, that's greatest news in a couple of years that you brought in." But I'm stunned with all the scenes here, and it's a big honor to be a member.
Well, it's very exciting. I mean, it's an emotional time certainly for the inductees, but we all get very emotional to see our new brothers and sisters join this amazing place, an amazing Hall of Fame. I believe a lot on the history of the sport and in promoting the sport, and this is the place where you do that.
Nick Bollettieri, Hall of Fame is your middle name. 6 of your players in the Hall of Fame. You yourself in the Hall of Fame, and tonight is a very special Hall of Fame night. Mary Pierce, how special is that for you, Nick?
Well, it's very special. I've seen her develop when she first came to the IMG Academy when she's 13. But what's interesting, she's more than just tennis. She's a lady that wants to help everybody, and that's what makes her so special. So I'm honored to be able to introduce my Mary Pierce to the Hall of Fame.
Well, we had 3 great inductees, and it really highlights the international effect of the Hall of Fame. I mean, some people think this is the U.S. Hall of Fame, but it's the International Tennis Hall of Fame. And those 3 inductees from Russia, France, and China really highlight the fact that we really recognize players from all over the world. And the best players in the world over the years are now in the Hall of Fame.
What's it mean here to be with your sorority of International Tennis Hall of Famers and the fraternity?
Well, it's a great honor to be here. I mean, with all the fellow inductees, seeing the amazing, my former coach, Nick, who I just absolutely adore, obviously inducting Mary today. We have so many wonderful memories from our days at the Academy and just really coming full circle, and also supporting the fellow inductees, Evgeny and Lena.
To be a part of this great League of Champions, it's something very special, and it still, as I said, it still moves me very deeply, and it takes my breath away that I'm a part of it.
Oh, what an evening. Hall of Famer Steve Flink. Goodness, nobody has opened up like Mary Pierce did tonight. Kafelnikov, a beautiful person from start to finish, and Lena, what a humble, successful, multi-talented person she is.
Well, you described it well, Kaz, as you always do. I mean, obviously, they led off with Mary. She spoke from the heart. She spoke at great length, obviously, and thanked a lot of people who'd meant so much to her across her career, including her presenter, Nick Bollettieri, who I thought Bollettieri did a superb job in his speech. And so he got us started beautifully, on to Mary, and then, of course, Kafelnikov understated, introduced by Larry Stefanki very nicely as well. Again, brief but succinct and right to the point about what Evgeny meant to the game. And finally, Lena, charming as she always was, as you know, Kaz, from having interviewed her during her career. As Max Eisenberg, her presenter, said, you know, she always had that excellent sense of humor. And that came through tonight beautifully.
Well, she's a very special woman, and I tried in my speech to share a little bit of that with everybody. Just a great evening and honor. My first client to ever be inducted into the Hall of Fame. To be here and to be a little part of it was very special.
You stressed the fundamentals with him.
Yes.
You shared. How strong was his fundamental game?
As good as it gets. It's old school style. You have to.
May I say beautiful on that?
It's definitely beautiful, yeah. And Yevi learned it at an early age. And he had very good footwork, very good balance, very good fundamentals and preparation. He's probably top 5, maybe all time on the return of serve. And if you want to go down to the Connors, Agassi, Kafelnikov, you know, you've got an Albanian who had an unbelievable return. He's right up there in that echelon. And so, I mean, that was his forte. He wasn't much of a server, but he never hurt himself. He knew how to play the game.
Mary, you were sensational.
Thank you,
won
sir.
the hearts of everyone who knew you before and those who will know you from now on.
Oh, well, thank you so much. That means a lot.
How strong of a feeling was that to share as much as you did?
Well, you know, it was very difficult to think, what am I going to say? Because my whole life, my whole career in tennis, and to be able to try to put it in a short speech is so difficult. It was one of the hardest things I've ever had to do in my life. And I'm just so happy that it's over. But no, it was a very, very special moment for me to be able to express, you know, what tennis means to me and my life in tennis, and everyone that helped me get through it and achieve what I achieved to be where I am today.
The only thing I can add to it, the people around me were whispering, that was made for Hollywood. That's
really?
where that would be, yes.
Really? That's amazing.
No,
oh my gosh. Well, thank you. Well, I prayed, and that was the desire of my heart, and that the Lord would be glorified and people's hearts would be touched, and I hope that's what happened.
Thanks for being you. Thanks for being the person who can share.
Oh, well, it's a pleasure. That's me. I want to speak from my heart and be myself and be real and authentic and simple and true, and that's what I hope everyone felt today.
Hey, it's time for our Lakewood National Tennis Giveaway drawing, which includes 3 tennis clinics with Nate Griffin and his staff and a 1-hour private training session with the Cause. So let's see who the lucky person today is going to be. Patricia Soares. Patricia, we will be in touch. And remember, I'm looking for a new national champ, and that could be you. Stop by the Lakewood National Information and Sales Office at 5518 Palmer Circle at Lakewood National. Hey, tennis fans, want to have some fun this fall? Join Nate Griffin and his staff at Lakewood National. Call 941-777-7014 for the days and times for the adult and kids clinics.
Hi there, Nate Griffin, the Director of Racquet Sports here at Lakewood National Golf Club in Lakewood Ranch, Florida. I have a tip for you today to make your overhead a little bit stronger. When you hit an overhead smash, it's okay to make a couple of shuffle steps when you get ready if the ball is close to the net. But if your opponent hits a ball that's deeper over your head, you really want to make that first move with a turn and a push. And then as you get closer, you can make a couple shuffle steps to the ball. So remember, when the ball is farther back, it's a crossover step here, and you're moving this way so you can get back there a little bit faster. And if the ball's a little bit closer, you can take your regular shuffle steps and get set that way. So go ahead and give that a try next time on your overhead, and we'll see you next time.
Tennis fans, great to have you with us on Inside Tennis with the Cause. We love our sponsors, and you will too. Stop by and see them. But until then, remember, in tennis scoring, love means nothing, but love of the game means everything. Keep alive your love of the game. Love you, tennis fans, and we'll see you right here every Saturday, 12:30 on SNN.
Inside Tennis with the Cause has been brought to you by Lakewood National. Lakewood National. Golf, tennis, spa, home.